Every bull run follows the same script. Today, we're going to walk through each phase and what it looks like, starting with 1. The Bitcoin wake up. It is quiet in the market. Charts are flat. News outlets have stopped covering crypto. The only people still talking about it are the diehards in small corners of the internet. Then, without warning, Bitcoin rips through resistance. The headlines return. Bitcoin makes a new all-time high, and people who called it dead 6 months ago are now telling you they always believed. The dominance chart is rising, and for a while Bitcoin is the only show in town. You open your portfolio and see your other coins sitting still. You wonder why nothing else is moving. This is how every bull run begins. Big money flows into the asset with the deepest liquidity and the strongest brand. It is the foundation phase. The market has to respect the king before it lets anyone else rule. Those who know the rhythm use this time to position for what is coming next, because Bitcoin will not hold the spotlight forever, and the moment it slows, the real game begins. 2. The giants stretch their legs. After weeks of running, Bitcoin starts to cool. Not a crash, just a pause. Traders have profits now and they want more movement. This is when the largest altcoins start to rise. The household names in crypto finally wake up. The likes of ETH, Sol, and Sui. Suddenly you see double-digit weeks on coins that felt frozen all year. Upgrades, ecosystem news, partnerships. Every headline seems bullish. Social feeds fill with predictions about which one will challenge Bitcoin's crown. They never do. But the hype does its job. Money flows in. The liquidity that Bitcoin built now spills into the biggest altcoins, and for the first time in the cycle, it feels like your portfolio is working for you. This is where early positioning starts to pay, and the people who sat through Bitcoin's solo rally finally feel like they are part of the party. The mid-cap rush. The crowd is getting restless. Large caps are moving, but the gains are not enough for those who have tasted crypto volatility before. They start hunting for faster plays. Mid-cap coins, with smaller valuations and loyal communities, take center stage. Think Aptos and Say. This part of the cycle feels chaotic. Charts swing 20% in a single day. Entire sectors appear overnight. One week it is AI tokens, the next it is gaming. Then it is real-world asset plays. Everyone you follow seems to have found the next big one. Confidence turns into overconfidence. The market feels easy. People believe they can repeat these wins endlessly. This is where discipline quietly starts to slip, and the line between skill and luck becomes dangerously blurred. 4. The small cap fever. You wake up, grab your phone, and there it is. A random coin you scrolled past last week is up 2,900%. Every post on your feed is someone showing a wallet balance that looks like a lottery win. Your coffee goes cold as you type the ticker into a DEX before you have even brushed your teeth. That is the pull of the small cap phase. Fundamentals are barely discussed. The question is not what does it do, but how high will it go? In this part of the cycle, the market rewards speed over research. Some people catch the wave and transform their accounts in days. Most, however, buy the top of someone else's chart and write it straight down. Greed convinces you this will be the one until it isn't. 5. The meme coin carnival. Your barber is talking about a dog coin. Your aunt is texting you about a frog coin. The barista taking your order is checking prices between lattes. Suddenly, crypto is everywhere again. And none of it has anything to do with technology. It is culture, jokes, and viral momentum. Cartoon animals and absurd ticker symbols are pumping like rockets. 100 times, 500 times, even 1,000 times for the earliest buyers. But the cruel part is that those numbers rarely belong to the people buying now. They are providing the liquidity for someone else's exit. This is peak euphoria, and also the cliff edge. And there are no signs warning where it drops. Everyone knows someone who turned a tiny stack into a car, a condo deposit, or at least an epic screenshot. Screenshots become billboards for greed. Feeds turn into slot machines. Every green candle looks like a staircase to freedom. Influencers call it community. Exchanges call it volume. In practice, it's the greater fool game running at broadband speed. Telegram rooms whisper about stealth launches and low market cap gems. Copycats fork the same code, change the mascot, and reload the hype. Underneath, little of it builds anything. The product is attention, the mode is memes, and the roadmap is tomorrow's joke. The mechanics are simple: reflexivity, unit bias, and FOMO. Early insiders ride the first multiples. Latecomers supply the exit. Some coins rug, others simply deflate into boredom, stranding holders with bags and stories. Survivorship bias crowns a few mascots as inevitable, erasing the graveyard you don't see. If you must play, size like it can go to zero. Set limits before the dopamine hits, and don't confuse luck with skill. When the music stops, it stops without ceremony. No bell, no banner, only a silent order book and a timeline that moved on to the next animal. It ends fast. 6. The disappearing exit. You stare at a chart that was all green a month ago. The slope is gentler now, the high's a little lower each time. Influencers are still bullish. They call it healthy consolidation. You want to believe them, but this is how the exit phase begins. The smartest money is already leaving, selling into strength in pieces so no one notices. Prices make lower highs, volume fades. At first, the drop is slow, then it speeds up. By the time most realize they're down 40 or 50% from the top, regret takes over. People hold losers because they can't sell at a loss and end up watching their capital dissolve. 7. The long winter. When the party ends, it does not end with fireworks. It ends with silence. The bear market is not one crash. It is a long, grinding decline. Coins bleed value month after month. The tokens that were going to change the world are down 80 or 90%. The chat groups go quiet. Influencers move on to other topics. Media declares crypto dead again. This is the season where almost everyone leaves. But for the few who stay, this is also where fortunes are made for the next cycle. Builders keep building, patient buyers accumulate quietly, liquidity thins, order books gap, volumes shrink to a whisper, support fades, resistance multiplies, narratives unwind, timelines stop bragging and start rationalizing. Founders announce strategic pivots. Treasuries sell to survive. Miners become forced sellers. Taxes, redemptions, and boredom finish the job. Time stretches. Weeks feel like seasons, and every rally is sold. Capitulation shows up as apathy, not panic. Yet signals appear, real users, steady commits, cash flows. Moats are dug. The best teams hire, ship, and cut vanity. The best investors write plans, automate buys. The turn is invisible at first. A higher low, a shrug from the timeline. This pattern has played out in every bull run. Bitcoin leads, then the giants follow, then the mid-caps, the small caps, the memes. Then comes the quiet exit and the winter. The cycle returns. So the next time you see a coin go 500 times in a week, ask yourself, is this the start of the party? Or is it the moment the smart money is heading for the door? Now, based on everything we just walked through, which phase of the cycle do you think we are in right now? Drop your guess in the comments and tell me why. And we will see you in the next one.